Welcome back to another episode of Arnold's Pump Club. Today, I want to talk about motivation, but from a different perspective. Many people look to me for inspiration. It's a role I appreciate, but there's a reason why it's important to me. Most people assume that motivation and inspiration come naturally to me. But I've had moments in my life where I had to start from nothing. So when people come to me looking for a place to start, I know that feeling better than you might assume. And it's also why I know exactly what it takes to get going in the right direction. I have heard from a lot of you that you think you're too injured or too old to start training. I want you to know that it is never, ever too late. No matter how old you are and no matter what health challenges you are dealing with, training will improve your life. We have shared countless studies in the daily newsletter about how resistance training increases bone density and helps avoid osteoporosis, protects the mind from dementia, helps prevent injuries from falls, lowers cancer risk, and helps prevent cardiovascular disease. The list goes on and on and on and on. If you didn't notice, these are the common problems that come with aging. No part of getting older isn't made a little better with resistance training. And I will say again, it is never too late to start. We all have problems. Men and women have hormonal challenges that come with aging. But we are here for you and will provide workouts and information that help you. I always believe in looking at the positive. I love that there is an unbelievable hunger among the older members of our village for fitness knowledge. Our younger members want to get their parents and grandparents training so they can be healthier longer. It does not matter if you're starting from nothing. What matters is that you find a way to start. I'm here for you. And I want you to know that even though you see me as Mr. Universe and the Terminator, I've also had to start from scratch. When I had my heart surgery 5 years ago, a non-invasive procedure went south and became full-blown open heart surgery. I told the story about coming back from that in my book, which many of you downloaded when you subscribed. Since I was starting from zero, my daily exercises became the breathing exercises that would keep me from getting pneumonia, the big danger for patients after open heart surgery. Then there were walks around the nursing station. Eventually, I went home and walked around my property. The key was, even though I wasn't doing my normal training, I was training. I was keeping track of my reps. Instead of 5 sets of 10 reps of barbell rows, I was doing reps of breathing exercises. I was doing reps of walking. And eventually I was doing reps of exercises without any weights, just going through the motions. Eventually, my doctors cleared me to add weight and I was ready to film Terminator 3.5 months later with no limitations. No one had ever seen video of me during this time. Remember, it doesn't matter where you start. All that matters is that you start. Speaking of getting started, when people want to lose fat, sometimes the first place they look is a fat loss pill. Many pills claim to target fat loss, but almost all have little evidence to suggest they work. But if you really want to lose weight, research suggests psyllium, plant-based fiber, might be the fat loss aid you've been looking for. Recent research reviewed 6 studies and found that psyllium may reduce body weight and waist circumference. more than 350 adults took anywhere between 7 to 15 grams of psyllium per day, lasting anywhere from 2 to 12 months. Psyllium was found to decrease body weight by an average of nearly 5 pounds and shrink about 1 inch from your waist. Psyllium may reduce appetite by increasing satiety and fullness. Psyllium also binds to fats and carbohydrates and can help your body absorb fewer calories. Not to mention, other studies suggest that psyllium leads to better gut health, can reduce cholesterol, and improve blood glucose levels. You can find psyllium in grocery stores as a standalone powder or in Metamucil. That's it for today's episode. I created this podcast because I believe that fitness is for everyone. So I'm using the power of machines to help me deliver news, information, and support that will make you healthier. I am not a cybernetic organism, but I do have an important mission: to build the positive corner of the internet and lift up the world. There's too much negativity online, and I want this podcast to give you the support you need to become a little bit better. I want to thank our editors-in-chief, Adam Bornstein and Daniel Ketchel, who helped me with this podcast and our daily newsletter. We value all your feedback, and the three of us are here to support you. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave a review. Come with me if you want to lift. It's very simple, everything.